Also had infidelity. Let's not forget that part.
What part?
Infidelity.
Who did?
You did.
No, I didn't.
With Mo.
When? With the Instagram?
Are you talking about Instagram?
No.
Kyle, you know I'm calling you out in front of the petty palace, right? Girl, you ain't gotta lie to kick it. Cause see, the thing is, you always will get caught up. Sutton is playing the long game. She outwitted, outlasted, and outplayed your ass this episode. Petty Bunch, before we get into episode 7 of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, y'all know the aftermath of the Viper Room. I just got a quick question. Why are the girlies so mad that Bose has chosen to be friends with Dorit? Like, why are y'all big mad? Is it because Bose can see authenticity that Big Diddy Dorit brings? Although, you know, Garcelle said, well, she talks a lot and she's this and she's that. Could it be because maybe Big Diddy is transparent to a fault, that she talks so much that it's like, damn, I can kind of relate to this girl. She talks a lot. She's kind of insecure. She's searching for real friendship. Is that what it is? Is that why y'all big mad that Bose can, without knowing any of you heifers, that Bose can read a room? And she's like, okay, out of all these heifers, I'm thinking this heifer is the most authentic one. And I think I'm going to befriend her because she's not giving me, I'm not picking up any type of bullshit vibes. And of course, Kyle was trying to get Bose to pick up some bullshit that she was putting down, but Bose like totally exposed Kyle for the liar that she is. And that's why I said, Miss Mamas, you ain't gotta lie to kick it. So I just thought that this episode was like very telling. Kyle, I'm telling you now, your days on this show are numbered. You are not giving we the people, I'm gonna say it, y'all, you are not giving we the people any type of nutritional value. You're not clocking in to work. You are giving us dead weight. Big Didi is carrying this season on her back with her supporting cast. I'm gonna say EJ, Erica Jane is giving us a little bit here and there, but this season is like Dorit has clocked in, Sutton Sybil has clocked in, and Kyle, I feel like you have clocked out. It's always, it's funny to me how every season Kyle has always brought the heat and the pain to someone else that she has preyed upon. She has her picks each season who she's gonna prey upon and weaponize when they're at their weakest moment. Y'all saw how she did LVP. Y'all saw how she was trying to take Sybil Sutton there. And now, since Big Didi is going through it, that's kind of taking the heat off of her, because the girlies was coming for you in season 13. They was coming for you. They noticed you weren't wearing your ring. And so when they started asking questions, you deflected. You were not your usual self. You had you had turned into a chameleon. You were morphing into your alleged girlfriend, Morgan. You were becoming unrecognizable, not the Kyle that we had all like grown up watching. You know how you get wild and crazy when you get a little alcohol in you. You were very fun and very playful. And now for you to become this stoic, holier than thou, Mother Teresa, run of the mill type of girly, you're not clocked in. And I really feel like Andy and production is getting tired of your ass. And if you don't give us something, your ass gonna get a pink slip. So do not be surprised. With that being said, let's hop into this. So the episode continues on from Textgate, the Viper Room situation where Big Didi has lunged at Kyle, and Kyle's veins are popping out of her head, and what do you want from me? And Big Didi, I don't want your veins popping up at me. I don't want, I don't want you knucking and bucking at me and all this. And so you see EJ and you see Sutton trying to break them apart. Like, hell no, we not about to, we not about to get all ghetto up in here. Although y'all got ghetto up in the club, y'all was trying to tear the club up. So anyway, they're going back and forth. And so Kyle gets in her confessional. I thought Dorit and I were in a better place.
Self.
How, Sway?
Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You.
How could you have thought you and Dorit were in a better place when y'all pretty much, when y'all was on Kathy's little girls trip from hell getaway, y'all put a Band-Aid on a bullet wound to appease the other ladies because they was tired of y'all bullshit of going back and forth and forth and back. So to me, a peace treaty had not been had. Y'all had danced around the issue. But the thing is, Kyle, you don't want to be called to the carpet. You don't want anybody to confront you and say what's really good. And when they start doing that, you start backing away and you start deflecting and you're cowering down and you feel like you're a victim when very much you stay activated on the other lady. So it's like now that they getting activated and they trying to, what's up? You getting scared and you're running away. So again, Kyle, I thought we were in a better place. You really feel like I'm texting PK like that? Like, oh my God, I wouldn't do that. And deep down, that I'm not sending him these messages like that. I'm tired of beating a dead horse. And so Garcelle, you have told us that basically you can't stand Big Didi. So I don't understand why you feel like you have to intervene in this conversation. You don't like her, which we understand why. And some people agree with what you feel and how you feel. And as a Black woman, I've already caped for you. And I said, I understand why you feel the way that you do. Dorit tried to broker some peace with you, but you told her, I don't have time to teach you. So basically, I don't have time to teach you. I'm washing my hands of the situation, which means to me that we will be cordial, which means, hey, when the cameras are on, we will interact with one another, meaning we will be in the same room, but we will not interact if y'all pick up what I'm putting down. So anyway, Garcelle turns to Big Didi. How did you know that Kyle was texting PK? And by the way, how are you? So Big Didi is looking at her like, what? Really, Garcelle? Really? You really want to know how I am? Garcelle, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, I would feel the exact same way, Garcelle. You can't tell this woman you can't act surprised that Big Didi is giving you this pressure because you haven't really spoken kindly about her in 2 years, and we understand why. Like I said, I'm not going to continue talking about how you felt about her weaponizing being a white woman, our plight as a Black woman, always having to explain why these A words, aggressive, threatening, I'm tired of talking about why you are angry, but we're not going to gaslight this woman by pretending that you care about her and her situation, because it's giving very inauthentic, it's giving very fake, it's giving very fraudulent, it's giving very phony. My thing is, stand on big business. If you don't fucks with Didi, you don't fucks with her. So don't ask her really like how she's doing, because you don't care. You don't care. Let's keep it a buck. And that's what Big Didi said. Hey, you haven't spoken to me in 2 years, so I'm kind of weirded out about why you want to know how I'm doing. So I just thought that to me was just like, Garcelle, I'm calling bullshit on you like that. So by then, Big Didi has had it with these heifers. She's just like, oh my God. So she gets up. I cannot stomach this. I'm going home. I'm calling my black car. I'm going home. So I'm with Big Didi. Big Didi stands up and she's walking towards the exit. EJ is following her like, yo, I'm about to walk you out and we're going to talk a little bit. And so she turns to EJ, listen, I am sincerely sorry for ruining your night. I just, I'm just going through some shit right now. So EJ, and that's one of the things I like about EJ. She has a soft space in her heart for her friends. She truly loves Dorit. She and Dorit do have their own alliance, and she is loyal to Big Didi to a fault, by default. And so she's like, babe, don't worry about it. We'll talk about it later. And you guys can really tell that EJ is in her soft girl era, and that whatever the hell she and her life coach are talking about is most definitely working for her. We can see it because y'all know it don't take but 2 seconds to get EJ activated.
Not what
No,
I
she never said the group.
You be quiet, all right, Miss Small Town. I'm so worried about my motherfucking reputation. You shut up. Go ahead, Crystal. You can laugh.
And she be ready to nuck and buck too. So cameras cut to what's going on inside. Kyle, oh my God, I'm sorry I lost my shit. And Bo's standing on big business is like, maybe Big Didi is trying to get it all out. So Sybil Sutton goes, don't do that to people who don't deserve it. And Bose goes, how do you know that Kyle doesn't deserve, like, how do you know that Kyle doesn't deserve the ass whooping, the verbal ass whooping, and the pressure that Big Didi is serving up? How do you know? And so Sybil goes, she doesn't deserve it. And Kyle goes to Bose, you don't know the history of our friendship. And Bose is like, there could be a lot of things that you think is cute, and over the years it was cute, and you could pop off at the mouth and say whatever, and Big Didi would cower down. But now that she's activated and her crazy ass husband is flipping out in 4-hour therapy sessions, she's had it with your bullshit, and she's calling you on your shit. Like right now, Big Didi is firing shots at everybody. And Kyle, you catching the strays. Sybil, you catching strays, and anybody else standing in her way, y'all gonna catch strays. So every time she comes to a spot and y'all say something that triggers her, oh, she's not with the shits anymore. She's with the shits, but she's not with y'all shit. Okay, she's with the shits, meaning like, oh, you got something to say? It's up. It's up. When I see you, it's up. You don't get calm, low key, demure Dorit anymore. She ain't about that life. She's coming with some strays, and y'all best watch the hell out, cause y'all getting hit. Pew 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 pew. Y'all getting hit every time, and she ain't missing. Okay, so yes, so Kyle, Sybil, and Garcelle are flabber and gasted. My God, that Dorit has an ally in Bose. They like, oh no, what? They just knew for sure that Bose was most definitely going to be on their side. But like I said, Bose is a businesswoman. She plays chess. She is looking at this entire board, and she's seeing who the court jesters are. I know court jesters are not part of chess pieces. This is just me doing what I do. But Bose is looking at the board, and she is looking for inauthentic. She is looking for fake. She is looking for fraudulent. She is looking for phony. And these are adjectives that are definitely describing Sutton, describing Kyle, and describing Garcelle. I'm just saying. Bose is like, I see y'all for who y'all are. I'm going to stay the hell away from y'all. I'm not feeling y'all all like that. Bose does not have to say these things, but I see you because I need to know what sign Bose is. She's giving me some type of, she giving me, I'm not going to say what I think her astrological sign is, but I'm picking up what she's putting down because she's big on discernment. She's big on energy. So y'all comment below what sign y'all think Bose is. So anyway, so they looking flabber and gasted, and Kyle goes, I can see how this would look to people who don't understand our friendship, especially the newer people to the group. Dorit knows this too. That's why she has to come up with something that she's mad with me about. Kyle, Big Didi has told you why she is upset with you. She laid it out. And I've talked about it in prior episodes about why she's activated and she's irritated by your presence because you're not taking any accountability in the things that you have said and have done and the way you have iced her out. Yeah. So Jay Tilly is like, do you think she thought you were texting PK something besides memes? Hey, somebody said it. Somebody said it. And the way, like grandma always say, hit dogs gon' holler. So if Kyle knew that her reality was that she was just texting PK memes and jokes, then I don't think she would be as activated. And we see at the end of this episode, which I will get into, that Miss Mama's you's a liar and you was not texting no memes and no jokes, honey bunny. You were cracking open a window and you were slightly opening a door. Okay? I'm not going to say what your intentions were because I don't know, but you's a liar. Okay? So Bose is like, I would have thought that. Shit, you texted my man. And so EJ goes, Dorit is having a hard time personally, and she is no longer, now EJ is saying this in her confessional, she's like, she's no longer putting up with Kyle's bullshit. She's just not. And she knows that Big Didi is activated because she has never seen them like this. She has never seen Didi lunge towards Kyle, and she's never seen that vein pop out of Kyle's head. Okay, next scene, Sybil Sutton has Kyle over and Garcelle over for lunch. They're playing tennis. Garcelle shows up like, yeah, I'm going to play tennis. No, Garcelle came in her little cute oversized sweater and tennis skirt, and she sat in a chair and was taking cute selfies of Sutton and Kyle was out there sweating in the hot ass sun, playing tennis, going back and forth. Garcelle said, y'all can get hot, sweaty, funky if y'all want to. So I feel like, again, like I said, whether you love or hate Sybil Sutton, she definitely scopes out her prey before she pounces on them, and she strikes at the right time. So she's very much giving me Viper vibes because she's giving those vibes. So anyway, when they first arrived, Sutton was saying, hey, welcome to my country club where you can drink what you want, drink all you want, you can cuss, you can do whatever. So I feel like she was setting this situation up because she knew what she was about to do. She knew that she was going to get here and she was getting ready to expose Kyle to start, baby, you not spilling your tea. We 7 episodes in. We need something. What's up with the separation? We need to know some little tidbits. You need to leave us some morsels of what has caused the demise, what has caused Big Mo to be out here living his best life in his condo, purchasing furniture, not renting, purchasing furniture, which means he is not planning on coming back to this big, beautiful home that y'all have purchased together. He's not on it. So Kyle sits back as Sutton's house manager. Avi has prepared this brunch for them. Looks like they're eating on some good sushi. And Kyle says her panties are still in a bunch from last night at the Viper Room. And Kyle is just like, yo, my vein has not popped out of my head since I got into it with Camille Grammer. So y'all saw, I cannot remember what episode that was. That was before Kyle has had work done on her face. I don't care what y'all say. She's had work done, which, hey, if you got the money and you want to do it and you are not pleased with how, with how God created you and you want to enhance, then do what you do. But that was Kyle's original face in those episodes where she was going back and forth with See You Next Tuesday Grammar. And you can tell that Kyle was not big activated like how she was with Camille. She was activated with Big Didi, but she wasn't that activated with See You Next Tuesday Grammar. It definitely was not giving that, but you could see that little vein popping out of her forehead. So Kyle's like, when I get that angry, I black out. Okay, Kyle, you was not blacking out. So Sutton says in her confessional, I think Kyle has an issue when people stand up to her. Now, Sutton, I'm going to call you out because this is the pot calling the kettle black. You know, flat out, when people call you out, you have a whole ass hissy fit. You are notorious for it.
Don't talk to me like that. Don't.
You have a habit of losing your in ridiculous circumstances too.
Name them.
Name them. Well, what you did was ridiculous.
Name them.
Not having.
Name 'em.
Well, be quiet. So
Name
let
'em.
me talk. Jesus.
We think name them, name them, name them. You stop it, stop it, because you are the same way times 100,000, not 1,000, 100,000. Okay. So Sutton continues and says, for years, Big Didi has been cowering to you, like she's been scared of you, but it's like now she's standing up. So Garcelle chimes in and she's like, my head is still spinning from last night. Like pretty much y'all was wilding out. And so Kyle is like, don't make my eyes come out of my head. Like basically, you know, it's like the shit that she's saying to them, she most definitely would not be saying to Big Didi by saying, trying to call her like a bitch and all this stuff like that. Like, okay, you had every opportunity to, you got smoke now because you're not amongst Big Didi. But last night, you didn't want that smoke. It's funny, today you're talking to Garcelle and you're talking to Sutton and you got all that smoke and you you flapping your gums. But at the Viper Room, if Bose and if Sutton would have moved out of the way, your ass would have been running and calling for your car. So anyway, Kyle, after Garcelle makes her little statement, then Kyle goes, the first call I made today was to Mo. I'm sorry. Garcelle and Sutton are both flabbergasted. Mo? Really? Mo? And Kyle goes on to tell them that she filled Mo in on last night's argument. And he says PK was having a hard time last night. And Kyle tells Mo, well, I mean, if it's going to make her upset, I can't be friends with him. I can't be friends with him because of the memes. Like, she's getting so activated about these memes. And Mo is just like, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. So Garcelle is like, well, no, if it was me, I would be upset. You're my friend and you're messaging my husband. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Because the only thing y'all should have in common is me. If I'm not a part of this equation, what the hell and why the hell are y'all texting each other? There is no reason that y'all should be doing that. So Kyle tries to justify because Sutton agrees with Garcelle. Yeah, I wouldn't like that. No, you can't be doing that. You wouldn't be calling my man. So Kyle tries to, again, Kyle, holier than thou, Richards always tries to justify why the line is always moving.
The rules can't change because it's social media. The line is always moving. Okay.
She gets to move the goalpost to fit her narrative. But if somebody else does the exact same thing, she's up in your face with a flashlight. Where were you on the night of January 6th? Like, you know, she's coming up with all this shit. But the thing is like when you had that flashlight and you're interrogating her, oh no, I can't talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Like she told the producers when they asked her a question, a valid question, and in the words of Jocelyn Hernandez, oh, why is you here? Why is you here? You signed up for this show. We didn't sign up for this show. My business is not on display. You signed up to give us your reality. And you're not giving. That's why I said you deserve a pink slip. So Kyle, again, justifying her bullshit. And she looks to Garcelle. You had a different situation. And Garcelle is like, yeah, but in a way, it's similar to Big Didi's. It wasn't on an infidelity level, but being angry at one another. So Sybil then goes, and turns to Kyle. You also had infidelity. Oh, oh. Did y'all see the look on Kyle's face? She was looking like, oh shit. Garcella's eating. Y'all know how y'all watch a tennis match and you like, what the hell? Like Garcelle was looking at Venus and Serena forth and back and forth. Okay. So Garcelle is like looking like, what's tea, bitch? I need to know. I'm part of the sister circle. I don't want to be outside of what's happening inside of the sister circle. Tag me in, fill me in, bitch. What's going on? So Kyle is looking at Sutton like, no, this bitch did not. And so Sybil goes, you also had infidelity. And Kyle's like, what? And Sybil says, let's not forget that part. And Kyle's like, what part? What part? Sybil says, infidelity. Kyle, who did? You did. Yes, you, Kyle. You had infidelity. Kyle, no, I didn't. Sybil was like, with Mo. Garcelle's head is still like, what is going on, bitch? What's going on? What's tea? Kyle, when? Sybil, you've talked about him. It's like, this is the red herring, the unspoken thing no one brings up. But bitch, we've been hearing these rumors for years. That Big Mo has been in these streets for the streets. But it's all alleged. So we've been hearing it. No one can confirm nor deny, but we've been hearing it. Okay? So Kyle gaslights further. Oh, you mean with Instagram? Then production, again, talking about the last season when Sybil asked that question while they were sitting at the table. Is it appropriate for your husband to be communicating with other women on social media? And Kyle's like, had fights with Mo about that. So production asked Sybil, are you talking about Insta? No. Bitch, when I say I needed to be resuscitated, no. And ass up, Kyle, she lit you up. She struck the match. Bitch, she set you on fire. So, and she's like, I don't know who Dorit is right now. I don't have any incentive to fix things between us. Again, hit dog, hollering. This is foreshadowing for us. Okay, next scene, EJ meets up with Martin Lawrence Ballard, the interior designer. Don't really care much about this. We know, like I said, EJ is in her soft girl era. She is redoing her home. She wants a sexy oasis. They're going to glam it up. Big Didi joins her. They talk about a few things with Martin Lawrence. He and his assistant walk away, and so they sit down on what will be Erica's new couch, and so they get to talking. And so, what's up, friend? What's up, girl? What's up? What's up? What's up? So Dorit says, Erica, I'm gonna keep it a buck. You and Bose are all I have in this friend group. And for the life of me, I cannot understand why people have issues with it. So then we cut to a scene where Bose, Dorit, and EJ are on a hike, and Bose reveals that Sutton, is talking to her like, you and Dorit are always off talking. Like, why do y'all care? Again, like, why are y'all so activated? This is taking me back to Mean Girls, back to high school, where, okay, so I remember being in high school. There was this one group of girls. There was a nice sized group of girls. And so within this clique, they had many cliques within the clique. So I'm looking at this group of housewives. They are one big clique, but within this one big clique, they have strategic alliances. So my thing is, it looks like all the ladies right now would be on Team Kyle with EJ straddling the fence. She's on both sides, but she's eventually going to have to pick a side. So on Dorit's side, it's kind of like she's the odd man out. Kyle has got these ladies pretty much to be on her side, the woe is me, the victim side. So now Bose comes in. Dorit and Bo strike what seems to be a great connection. It seems like a beautiful friendship is blossoming between them. And it's like Garcelle can't take it. Sutton can't take it. They're having holy fits about it. It's like they're having whole full-blown on conversation. How Garcelle's panties were in a bunch when they were on Kathy's girlfriend's trip. And Bose and Dorit were sitting at one end of the table, and Garcelle's like, "Why? What are they talking about down there? Why are they all secluded and down there? They don't want to be around y'all. So why you got a problem, Garcelle? You don't want to be Dorit's friend. You really don't care what's going on with her, and she pretty much doesn't care what's going on with you. So why is it an issue? Why this girl can't live? We already know how you feel about her. Why she can't live? So to me, they're, EJ and Didi are like, this is so juvenile. This is so elementary. This is so mean girl, whatever. So EJ is like, friend, what do you need from Kyle? And so Big Didi is like, yo, what hurts is that she isn't transparent. Whatever is happening in these text messages between her and PK, it's giving secretive. And she's like, her reaction is making me think that there's something more than memes and jokes. Next thing we find out that Bose and Keely are headed to the hospital because Bose has to have fibroid surgery. Now, as a Black woman, that is something that we all struggle with, fibroid issues. So happy that Bose is, handling that surgery. Then she reveals, as Keely is taking her to the hospital, that they're getting serious, and that she wants to explore the idea of having a family with him, i.e. she wants to give him some babies because he ain't got no babies. So they're talking about, they hope, that they're hoping the surgery is successful, and that, she's just excited about the future. And then she gave a little pause, and she's just like, I hope this surgery goes well. If it doesn't go well and I can't give him kids, then a deeper conversation is most definitely gonna have to be had between us. So happy that Bose comes out of surgery. She's looking great. So, a couple other ladies have stopped by, Kyle in particular. Now, my thing is, Kyle, we're not dumb. You and Bose have about as much connection as some oil and some water. It's not there. So we know why Kyle is going over to Bose's house. Kyle, okay, yeah, I want to make sure that you're okay, but I also want to tell you that I'm pretty much hurt by you taking up for Dorit and not hearing my side and not taking my side. And I want to let you know that while you're recovering from fibroid surgery, I want to try to go to make you feel bad about why you made me feel bad. And I'm really hoping for an apology. But while I'm there, I also want to let you know that Dorit is not who you think that she is. I'm not texting her husband anything but memes and jokes, but I can show you a picture of, if she wants me to pull out some receipts out of
Do I need to bring the receipts? Do I need to bring the receipts, baby girl? Because I got receipts. What is she talking about?
I've got some receipts. You guys, the receipt that Kyle brought out was when Dorit had experienced the home invasion. Mo had come over to the house and he had gave them a hug, and Dorit was sobbing and crying. Now, PK and Mo were hugging, and of course Dorit was outside of the embrace, so she had hugged them both. But the camera had zoomed in of Big Didi hugging Mo extra tight, and she did kind of like kiss his back. Now that, I was like, well, damn, Big Didi, you kind of. And so Kyle goes on to reveal to Bose that there were rumors that Big Didi had the hots for Mo. So Kyle really thought that she was going to just manipulate Bose. So then Bose is like, hey, I'm new to the group. I don't have a dog in this fight. Y'all come out here revealing all this information to me. She's just like, hey, Dorit and I clicked. Dorit told me what was going on with her and PK. And did you know about it? Kyle, no, she never revealed that to me. So Bose is like, how the hell are you going to be friends or have been friends with this girl for 8 years? And she never told you about the issues that she was having with her husband. This is what Bose is thinking to herself. And Kyle just goes on, no, Dorit never told me what was going on between her and PK. The lie detector proved that was a lie. Production pulled the receipts. The lies, the lies, the lies. Production pulled the receipts where Big Didi was sitting with Kyle and she was revealing that she and PK were going through things and that she did not know where her marriage was standing. So, Kyle, you are a liar and your friend did tell you. So then Kyle again tried to downplay the friendship. And that's another reason why Big Didi has been activated. And so Bose is like, yo, I have about 147 best friends. And then I have one best friend who thinks that I'm their only friend. And she gets activated when she sees me out with other friends. And she's like, did you ever think that maybe Dorit sees you in that light? And Kyle's like, well, I'm not that type of friend like that. I don't really, we're friends, but we're not friends. So again, Kyle, stop trying to, with the bullshit, with the semantics, with the gaslighting. We don't believe you. You are a liar. So anyway, recovering, and Bose called it in her confessional. And she's like, Kyle, I know why you're here. It's not working. And why are you, I'm the new girl to the group. Why are you spilling all your tea? It seems like you're trying to cover up for something. And Bose also went back to that saying, Grandma said a hit dog gon' holler. So my thing is, Kyle, you hollering, you're a liar. Remember how when EJ was going through her situation with Tom and his scamming ass and him taking money from his victims, and how Erica, Erica was drugged through the mud and beyond. And the ladies pretty much gave her hell about it. And Erica felt a certain kind of way when Sybil Sutton and Kathy had put together this pity party, pathetic pajama party for Kyle. It was a pizza party. And so EJ felt a certain kind of way. And she mentioned it. Nobody threw me a pizza party. Nobody's ever thrown me a pizza party. So the girlies get together at Sutton's house. They make some liquor slushies. They go to Erica's house. They friend nap her and they blindfold her and they reveal that they're at Chuck E. Cheese. So what I thought was cool was the fact that they said, okay, bitch, we tired of you complaining. We about to take you to Chuck E. Cheese so you can stop crying. We're going to give you this little sorry ass pizza party. What I did not like was that Sutton was being nasty and she did not invite Big Didi to the event. Bose couldn't go because she's recovering, but she didn't invite Big Didi. Since she's being mean to me, Sutton, you're immature. Grow the hell up. You're about, 65 years old and you're acting like you're 17, 18, 15. Like, grow up. So anyway, they're inside of Chuck E. Cheese. They're playing games. They bring out the pepperoni pizza. They start talking about, what in fact would make them happy. And so Erica reveals like, yo, I never want to get married again. I will have a life partner. She talks about how excited she is about revamping her space. Kyle, and she's like, yo, live your life. If you want to be a big lesbian, be a lesbian. And so the ladies look at her and they're like, oh my God, again, flabber and gases. So they bust out laughing. EJ just cuts to the shit that we want to know about. And so she talks about the conversation about TextGate. She's like, yo, me and Didi talked about TextGate. And she wants to know if you guys text. Like, bitch, are y'all texting more than memes and jokes? So then Kyle, in that vein, oh my God, I normally wouldn't do this because I don't care, but I'm tired of you guys being on my back about it. So she pulls out her phone and she reads a message. A message that is not a meme nor a joke. And so this is what her text message to PK said. I know you have a lot of friends, but I am one also. And if you need me, I'm here. I'd never repeat anything you've shared with me and never would. So That doesn't sound like a meme or a joke. That sounds like words. That sounds like you've cracked open a window and you've lightly cracked open a door. That's what that is giving Kyle. So Garcelle, EJ, and Sybil are flabbergasted. Garcelle pulls up, and again, she and Bowles talk. Oh, girl, you look good. How you feeling? And so Bowles is like, I'm recovering. I've had 10 fibroids. You know, the doctors took 10 fibroids out of me. And so Garcelle tries to be funny. Dorit was one of those fibroids, and she's been up in your cooch lately. And so she, Garcelle thinks it's funny. And Bowles is like, yo, why you got all this smoking pressure with Dorit? Like, I don't get it. And so I was so happy that Bowles in that moment did not give Garcelle what she wanted. And so Garcelle kind of had to stop laughing as she sips her champs. And like, well, I mean, no, you know, Dorit, she just talks a lot and da-da-da-da-da-da. Y'all all talk a lot. So Bowles is like, hey, I like Dorit. And I think that, you know, she's cool. So then Garcelle, because she couldn't get Bowles to fall in line with what she was saying, so she switches topics. Oh, girl, guess what? Kyle was doing more than memes and jokes. And Bowles is like, what? Girl, for real? And so Garcelle paraphrases what the text say. And Bowles is like, that bitch a liar. So this episode is the ladies coming for Kyle, and they want her to read what she texts to PK in front of Big Didi and the group during a spa day. And then we see Kyle get really activated. Oh, he can't take this anymore. Oh my God. You know, she's going to have a mental manic meltdown. So I'm here for it. Y'all, this shit is getting good. Make sure you guys continue to like, share, and subscribe my content. Again, thank you for messing with me and my channel and becoming part of the Petty Bunch. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And I will see y'all in the next episode.